I can hear that. Whatever that is. What is that?
Leslie.
Is that candy? I hear a
She
candy
opening a
wrapper.
rapper. She opening a rapper.
I hear candy. What is that?
Girl,
If it's by your laptop and your keys and your nails, we can hear it. We can hear it. We can hear it. It's there.
Oh wait.
Eat your candy. Get it
Can't
out
take
now.
your last
Get your
bite.
candy
You
out.
might as
Come on.
well.
Get your
What's
candy
one of
out.
them hard candies that you just struggling? But since I'm not doing the.
And I knew, and I fucking knew, because I could hear the style of rapper. Because I heard the rapper, I was like, "That's a piece of hard candy." I know it is. I know it is.
Leslie, your old ass. Fuck you find that hard ass candy.
Somebody, grandma, exactly, gave it a whole bag of them shits. Whole bag of them shits. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's get it going.
Assorted. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Shh. The Tubi movie review is about to start. Hello and welcome back. Some people say, y'all aren't an explosion, but y'all stay bringing the heat. And to that we say, hell yeah. Welcome to another motherfucking Tubi movie review. For the culture Tubi movie review. And today, y'all, we got a burner. We got a hot one. The title of this movie is called The Accused. This is a movie of my own choosing. The movie came out in 2023 and is directed by Philip Barantini, and it stars Chanel Kalar. I've been working on that. I don't know if that's right, but it feels right. And so if I've mispronounced it, Chanel Kalar, I just know we fuck with you, bro. Know we fuck with you here. We really enjoyed this movie.
I like his girlfriend too. What's her name? Lauren or something. But
her name was Chloe in the movie.
She did a really good job, and I watched her in something else called Everything Now. It was really good.
Right. No, because I recognized her face as well, and I was like, "Oh, girl, you definitely look familiar." Her name is Lauren Jufo. Lauren Jufo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we're going to jump right into it, guys. So the premise of this movie is that what if you were accused of a terror attack and everybody thinks you did it and vigilantes came to get you? And if you're wondering what that looks like, well, we have the movie is about. That's what this movie's about. So the movie starts off with a young, I'm guessing some type of Indian man. They never actually said what his exact ethnicity was. So I don't want to just be like, oh, he's Indian and the man was Pakistani or whatever. But like, this is a brown Indian looking individual. I don't even know if we can say that, but that's what it was given. Anyway,
the guy called him
London.
Said he was from Pakistan, one of the vigilantes. I don't know if he was
we don't know if that's
racist
right
or what.
We don't know if that's right.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Our brown brother.
Right. With white people hair. Anyway, so I'm just saying, I want to make the distinction. It's important. So anyway, he's with his black girlfriend, and they're hanging out. And I have to put that out there too, because I really feel like this movie is an excellent example of like how shit gets carried away and like how racism can really consume. You know what I'm saying? Like prejudice will really consume. That's definitely the whole theme of this movie. But either way, so he's talking to his girlfriend. He's like, and she's like, "You're going home for the weekend because his parents are going on holiday, so he's going home to take care of the dog." And she's like, "So you don't want me to meet your parents?" He's like, No, hell no. These people are embarrassing. No. She's like, "So are you embarrassed to me?" It's so the opposite. And he was right, because we meet his parents and then we find out why. Either way, so then he starts to head home, right? But as he's heading home, right, when he's going into the tube station, these girls are on Snapchat, right? And they kind of get him in the snap. Hold on to that. So then as he's on the train, there's a text go out, all kind of texts go out, alerts. There was a bombing in London. Somebody bombed the fuck out of London. Terrible, horrible, killed a bunch of people, maybe like 300 people. Horrible. And so
only
everybody's
14
like, oh
people
my
died.
God. 14?
Yeah,
I thought he said
300.
I thought they said 300. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Either way, but the point is that a lot of people died. That's still a lot of people. I mean, 14.
Yeah, that's one is too many. So
right. But whatever. I really thought they said 300. I was like, God damn, they really want this nigga bad. But okay, that's fair. Either way, so then he goes. So then like his lady calls him and she's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." So then he goes home, right? And then we meet his parents, right? And his parents are sporting their new security system that they don't know how to use. And he was like, "That's fine, old people." And so then he talks to his parents, and the parents are so embarrassing. Thank God he didn't bring that girl home, because they were like, "Ooh, a girl. Ooh, Chloe. Oh my God, are y'all in love? Are you gonna get pregnant? Are y'all getting married?" I'm like, thank God.
Are y'all friends with benefits?
I was like,
Well, his
why the hell
mama
do you
said
even know what that is?
and said she had some of her mama. I don't need to know all of that. Like, please.
Stop. Yeah, exactly. He was like, why do you even know what the husband even asked? He's like, why do you even know what that is? He's like, why shouldn't I know what that is? I've had a few. I'm like, oh, this one. Okay. All right, mom. But I see why he didn't bring that woman home. He did the right thing. Anyway. So then he decides to go out back to his treehouse, and they're like, yo, that's a death trap. And he gets a fucking splinter in the treehouse. Foolish, but whatever. What can you do? So anyway, the parents leave, and he, of course, figures out the passcode to their new system. The word was password. That's hilarious, just for all old people. Please change your passwords, guys. That's a PSA. So then, now, this is where the movie really starts. So he and his girlfriend are on the phone. They're caking. They're boo loving. And he's like, girl, you gonna come by tomorrow? You gonna wear that sexy dress I like? Yeah, I'm gonna bring that shit. So they doing all of that. And then all of a sudden on the news, he sees, she's like, turn on the news. He's like, I don't want to watch the fucking news. But he's like, because he's watching, and I think he's watching Frankenstein. Or is that next? Well, it's
that's
fine.
after.
That's right. But you'll see the parallels. And so then he's like, so then you see this guy on the news. It looks a lot like him. Like different coat and different shoes, but the guy's wearing a hat and a mask, and the guy does look indeed like him. Like it really does look like his doppelganger. You know what I mean? Right. But what I'm saying is, like, it was enough that people could lose their fucking mind over it. You know what I mean?
See his face though.
No, you couldn't. That's the point. People could lose their fucking mind over it.
Yeah.
You know. So then you see, so then I like that the movie did a good job of kind of showing a lot of other perspectives of what was going on around. So you saw a lot of ominous typing going on, a lot of hate speech, a lot of anti-Muslim rhetoric, all this stuff. I don't even know if he is a Muslim. They didn't even address that. But y'all are just assuming it. But then this is when Act 2 starts. When Lucy, this girl named Lucy he used to go to school with, starts dropping dimes. She said, hey, I think the bomber looks like this kid I went to school with. Yo, dumb ass. Why did you think that was a good idea? But whatever, you did the shit.
If you don't know and don't have proof, why would you put that out there?
Yeah.
So now this is what's really crazy. Maybe, I mean, at least sue her for defamation of character. That shit is crazy. But so then at the same time, right, he's watching Frankenstein, right? So now the internet's going ablaze. They're like, who is it? If you know something, you should say something. Don't be pressured by the internet, guys. Turn off the computer. Just turn it off.
Stop being keyboard warriors. Y'all over here. I'll get there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We will. There'll be time. And so he's watching Frankenstein. Now, for those who don't know about the movie Frankenstein or even the book Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, you should watch it. It's read it or watch it. Fantastic film and book. It's a reanimated creature that's brought back to life, and there's a witch hunt for him. So while that witch hunt is going on the screen, those parallels are happening online, and they do a good job of doing this. Whoever the gentleman directing this, Mr. Barantini, did an excellent job of putting that together. Fantastic. Exactly. So after he sees all of this stuff, right, they actually name him online and sees pictures. Like they go to his social media, they start pulling all his pictures. Like there's a picture where he's like throwing up 2 middle fingers, just like most young people do. And they're like, see, that's the face of a terrorist. I'm like, or the face of a guy at a festival, but whatever, whatever, it's fine. And so now he calls the police and he's like, yo, man, what the fuck's going on? So he locks his account. Thank God he was smart enough to do that. Locks all his social media down. And then he's like, yo, and then the police are like, well, yeah, this will be fine. Just chill. Now, his father earlier did say that the police were trash, and he cited an incident that happened in the neighborhood. But this is further reason that the police are trash. Like, I don't know what's going on there in good old London, but they need to figure it the fuck out. So anyway, so while this is all blowing up online and he's freaking out and seeing all this, he calls everyone he knows and no one picks up. Not even his lady picks up, y'all. His lady didn't even pick up. Crazy. So then he finally gets in touch with his lady, and his lady cancels on him and say, I ain't coming now because of all this shit going on the news. I don't even know what's good. I'm not coming. And people are looking me up and stuff. Yeah, because you're dating me. Of course they're going to look you up, the fuck. And so, but then she almost like breaks up with him or something. So now he's really alone. It's just him and his dog. Can't get in touch with his parents. Can't get in touch with his homies. His lady done left him. So he's just, it's really fucking up. So then they start to really build up reel up what's going on. So now they start showing HTML pages and people looking and like how people really find people on the internet and like all the little bits and the nuggets and whatnot and how people track people down. This was actually a great lesson in what you should and what you should not put on the internet too.
Yeah.
So definitely keep that in mind. That definitely comes into play there. And they start tracking him. And then honestly, you would have thought they were the ones that set him up the way they were tracking him. But they ended up finding his home through his parents and then ended up finding his parents' home.
Hey, it's your girl, Shauna Don, and you're now listening to Culture 101 Podcast. You can find us everywhere you find your podcast. We're even on YouTube, so check us out, like, and subscribe.
So now he's laying down and his phone is blowing up, and then he decides to call his lady again and has a one-way conversation with her. This is actually some of the best acting in the movie right here because he's really emoting right here. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know why you don't fucking feel this, girl. I'm going through some shit. You're not even here right now. Like it was very hard touch.
He needed somebody to talk to. All
Exactly.
of that. I was like,
exactly. Right. I wanted to come and hug him. I felt bad, man. Like, damn, he might blow me up. I don't know.
Another reason why she got on my nerves, but I digress. Go ahead.
Hey, man, that's what it is. Either way. So then the news, now it's gotten really out of hand. The news, the media outlets have identified him personally. Now, I thought the news had to do better with that than identifying the person.
Just putting anybody because you saw that on the internet?
Right.
That sounds crazy. I don't know
like,
how that's news in London, but
you can be sued.
That's crazy.
Like, you can be sued. Like they can come sue you for.
I mean, and
like,
after what happens to him, I would see why he would sue.
Man,
heck yeah!
Let's sue
I'm
everybody.
taking over all this. This is my news station.
I'm a news anchor now, bitch.
Exactly. I will be Rupert Murdoch when we get done with this. Bitch.
I own this entire media company. What you talking about?
What are you talking about?
He said, "Rupert, get me a cup of coffee, bitch." Anyway,
Facts.
So then, of course, now things really getting heavy. So now he's like, "Oh, I better batten down the hatches." Goes around, locks all the doors and everything. And then he gets a phantom call, right? And then so then it's a call where they're like, "Hey, we got your blood test results." And he's like, "My blood test results? What the fuck? It's 2 a.m. Why the fuck are you calling me?" It's the people that are coming to try and get him. Shit is crazy. So then he loses power, right? And he's like, why'd I lose power? What's going on, right? And then he looks outside and has a little flashlight and sees somebody. He's like, oh, shit. So then he starts really going stuff. Then the car alarm goes off. Now, this part troubles me because, like, the car alarm goes off and you decide to go outside. So you already knew that something was going on.
It's been going off beforehand, so he didn't think that it was somebody outside. He just
but he suspected he saw somebody.
His dad said before that the alarm kept going off on the car. So it wasn't unreasonable that it went off again.
That's
I thought
real,
the same thing, and I was like, oh, all right, maybe.
But he thought he saw somebody. So you just gonna go? Because he thought he saw somebody before that.
I would have let that thing ring.
Exactly. It would have just been ringing.
I'm
but whatever.
Scared.
It's fine.
Let it ring.
I got it. So then he goes. So then he sees somebody, and then he goes back inside, locks the door again. He's like, "Oh shit!" So then he looks online and finds that people have vandalized his apartment. People found out where he lived and vandalized his apartment back in Marriott, London. Fucking crazy, man! Leaving all kind of hate and racist speech on his door. So then he calls the police again, and they are even less help than the first time, which is no surprise there. So then, of course, the dog starts barking. And then he's doing his lock checks again, hears footsteps, and then he finally gets the confirmation, sees somebody on the property or someone's, but he's not sure. So then it's a game of cat and mouse. He's going quietly, he's going around, and then someone breaks into the house. And the dog goes to him. Right. And the dog goes to investigate. Sadly to say, guys, the dog doesn't make it. They killed that damn dog. I was like, God damn, y'all some hateful motherfuckers. Y'all done killed the dog. Wow.
And how did they kill it quietly? That was strange to me. Did they like break his neck?
The dog was barking, and then like you didn't really hear a struggle or anything like that.
You didn't hear a struggle.
He probably got close to it and had the dog's trust and then bonked it over the head because there was a lot of blood. So I assume that's what happened.
Or he could have came up from behind to where the dog didn't even seem like the dog was barking this way, and the dude could have came up behind and like.
Oh, you think? Well, both of them weren't in the house at that point. I thought, but who knows? Who knows? Sick fucks. It's horrible. Anyway, so then he goes downstairs to check, sees the dog is dead. I don't know why he went downstairs, but he did what he had to do. And so then he sees the dead dog. He's like, this is horrible. And then he goes to get a knife. So then more cat and mouse. Now they're running around. He's hiding. They're running around. He's hiding. They do a great job of keeping suspense, especially in this just like one little in one house. I mean, it's a large house, but they do a very good job of doing that.
For sure.
So Then the guy's about to grab him, right? So one of the guys is about to give him, he plays music and decides to get away. And he's like, damn, that was clever. So then he's making use of the cameras, right? And he's looking around, trying to hide. And then the Wi-Fi goes out. And he's like, God damn. But he doesn't realize the Wi-Fi goes out because the Wi-Fi is just shitty. He didn't know. And so he's checking the cameras, and then all of a sudden they spot him. They finally spot him, and they're like, God damn, we got to get him. So then he decides to jump onto the fucking roof. He's like, I'm gonna just jump on the roof. I'm gonna get out of here. And then he's like, then he's trying to climb up the roof. He drops the knife. These guys are like yelling at him. I think it's two Irish gentlemen based on their accent. That's what they were giving. And so they were giving real IRA. Like that was the type of shit they were giving. Like they were no nonsense type of motherfuckers. So, you know, the Irish Republic Army? Oh, okay. All right. Everybody don't know, which is crazy. That's real. They were low-key a terror organization back in the 90s. But we could get into that another day. Another day.
Fun, but fact.
I mean, it depends on who you're asking about the IRA. There's some people's freedom fighters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, people in Ireland would probably feel a little differently, but, you know. Anyway, so then he goes under the roof, and then he says fuck it and falls off the roof and jumps into the pool. But he's good. So then the guys are chasing after him. He gets out the pool and runs into the woods. Man is running. Like the way he was running, you thought he was an escaped slave. Like that was what it was giving. Like shit was crazy. So like then he gets away, right, and gets to his neighbor's house, right?
Oh, this irritated me too.
Right. Now this is the crotchety neighbor next door who is widely known. Right. He's at the door banging Heavy Mercy. Like he's banging like there are zombies coming after him. And this bitch is moving at the speed of molasses on a glacier in the middle of an iceberg. The shit is crazy. And she's over here. Hold on, damn it. What's going on? The most anything
through the door. Ma'am, open the door and I will tell you.
Crotchety shit you could do, like any of it.
He had no sense of urgency. It was crazy.
Right. At all. Right. And so then he gets in, he's like, oh my God, they're coming after me. She's like, what's going on? Right. What's going on? So then he tries to tell her what's going on. He said, they think I've done some shit I didn't even do. They think I had something to do with this bombing. And like, all this shit is crazy. The men are coming after me. So then she's like, okay, well, let me dry you off. And and don't call the police. I'm going to take you there myself because the police take 25 years to get here. Right. But this is an adult. That was an adult plan. Like the best plan was to go to the police station yourself. Yeah. To make sure you're in custody. Nobody can get you because the police already know you didn't do it. They know.
Sure.
So that made sense, right? Then this dumb bitch goes into the kitchen and hears the radio. And the radio names him personally. Which is, again, this is crazy. How y'all just naming him without solid facts? Without solid fact. And then they're over here talking about the internet did what the police couldn't do. If you say so. And
the
so now she's getting afraid. Right. So now she's getting afraid. So now she's afraid. And she's just like, what to do? So then she's like, are those guys still after you? Where are they? This hoe decides to go and flick her lights like she's in the Navy, talking about he's right here. Click, 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 click. Sending a fucking signal. And then pulls a knife on him, talking about, I know what you did. I can't believe you're going to hurt your parents like this. Woman, you've known me my whole entire life. What are you talking about? Like, what? Like, didn't even try to give him the benefit of the doubt, and then mentioned Belfast. So she is Irish, so that means that she probably did have to deal with the IRA and things of that nature. So that was another nod to them. So that was kind of, so just like little subtle nods in there. So anyway, so then now she lets one of the guys in to come fuck him up. She lets one of the guys in to come fuck him up. And that dude is fucking him up. Like, he is really getting, but then all of a sudden my man decides to fight back, fight or flight. It comes in like, you look, don't attack a Wolverine in the corner. They're going to get to you. And that's what he did. He jammed something in his eye, killed the guy and got the fuck out of there. So then of course, now, you know, it's time as we're reaching the finale. So then, of course, the other guy that was with him sees his dead friend and is like, or brother or whatever the fuck he is, and is like, I'm going to make this right. You're going to make this even more wrong is what you're going to do. But whatever. So then he decides to like leave. So he leaves her house and decides like, okay, I'm going to go home back to my house and get the car because I'm out of trouble now. I don't know. Did he just forget that there was somebody else or whatever? I guess he'd been through a lot. So it's fine. He just killed a man. So I can understand why he might be feeling away or, you know, might not be there. So then he finds the keys, gets in the car. All of a sudden, this nigga comes out of nowhere and drags him out the car and starts fucking him up, hitting him with a bat. Like, I mean, a heavy bat.
Fucking him up with that bat.
You know, Right. Good softball bat too. You know what I mean? And then talk about adding insult to injury, pulls out his phone and proceeds to live stream the beating he's giving him and say, I want you to tell these people sorry for all the shit that you did. What? I didn't do no shit. What?
And that's what he keeps saying. He's like, I ain't do it.
But I appreciate that he held his resolve and he didn't get in. I really appreciated that. So
I was nervous that he was
going
to say I'm sorry so that the guy could stop. I was like, no.
Me too.
Nah, because then he might have killed you at that moment. Nah, fuck that. He don't get to kill me and get in that satisfaction. Fuck him. But so then the dude stops beating and decides to go switch his bat for his axe. And I guess the guy is just really enjoying this. But because I thought, why would he not kill him faster? But I assumed that he wanted him to hurt like he had hurt all those other people. So I assumed that was his devious plan. I was, And so then he decides to go to the treehouse.
Or like some kind of serial killer.
Right.
He was slowly walking up. It was weird.
Yeah, it was. And then he decides. So then he goes around back to the treehouse, right? And he's like, I'm gonna stay in this treehouse. If I'm gonna die in this treehouse. I respect that. You gotta pick where you're gonna make your last stand. So then he goes in the treehouse and he's sitting up there in the corner, and the guy climbs in the treehouse and he's like, you're pathetic. And then as soon as he takes a step toward him, he falls through the fucking floor of the treehouse. Shout out to the Death Trap treehouse. It became a treehouse to become a trap house. Shit was amazing.
I see what you
did there. That was cute.
Love it. It was great. So then he finally gets down, and the guy has the nerve to be like, help me, don't leave me. What the fuck? Wait a minute. You were just trying to fuck me
2
up.
2 minutes ago, you was about to kill me with an axe, nigga.
Why would I ever help you?
Hey, you're like, should I help you? Are you insane?
Oh, well, yeah.
You should have just died with some honor, nigga, because...
No. Instead of begging.
And then you go beg like a bitch.
Yeah, have some pride.
So then he finally gets in the car, right? And finally heads to the police station, right? And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, shit. Like, there's a car behind him that's, like, on his ass. And he's like, oh, my God, I got to do some shit. Turns out the car was just an asshole and sped past him. And I was like, oh, I can breathe. Thank God. Oh, thank God. So then, of course, the movie concludes with his lady sends him a message on the way to the police station. She apologizes profusely. But I just felt like she didn't send enough messages. I think she should have sent another 10 personally. You only sent one? You only sent one message, boo? Just one?
I got worse.
He sent you, because he had a whole thread of messages he sent her. And you gonna send him one message? You didn't even send him a titty pic? Something. To make him feel better. Just make him feel better. And the movie concludes with he and his parents sitting down, and the police are investigating, looking at all the dead bodies, and he's speaking with a journalist, and then they're showing all across people are deleting their posts, and journalists are retracting statements and things of that nature. And the video that he had was circulating around, and so I guess they're just trying to make sure that his story isn't forgotten, and they damn sure shouldn't be. So I definitely appreciate that. But yeah, and then in the end of the movie, they're like, now everybody's life has gone back to normal, but for you, it hasn't. And then I think he ended up losing his woman. So that was kind of a bummer there. But yeah, and then the movie's over, guys.
Wait,
thrilling tale, man. So
what? They were
together
broke
at
up?
the end. I didn't know that.
Him and Chloe.
No. That was a flashback. Because remember, he was busted in the eye and he was sitting there. Because if they were together, his eye would have been fucked up still. He was sitting with his parents and he was thinking back on all the shit that he had lost. And the biggest piece he had lost was his lady. And that was them trying to put a bookend on the movie because it ended as it began. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Because he was with his movie at the end, with his lady at the end. They were trying to put a bookend together. So, no, I definitely testament in filmmaking. But what do we think of it, guys? How do we like it?
I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. First of all, I had to let y'all know during the middle of the movie, like, is this really a Tubi movie? Because the production was given A1. It was given Netflix original. Like, they had some money behind this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It gave a right amount of suspense. The acting was good. Production was good. I don't have no complaints about this
Productions.
Yeah. I am a fan. If I had to give it a rating, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to give it a 4. Maybe a 4.2. 4.2.
Wow, she dropped it immediately. That's impressive. Okay.
I started to text y'all when I started this because it was up until the point where the messages started coming through and the whole Frankenstein scene. I was like, okay, this is kind of slow. What's happening? What's going on? And then at that point, I'm like, okay, now we're getting into it. Now you got my attention.
Oh my God, of course.
I held my some blood in the first 5 minutes.
Nothing
I
like
did. I did.
Oh my
I held
gosh.
my text though. I didn't send it, and I was like, okay, cool. Now we getting
Listen,
somewhere.
how fast do you need stuff to move? The housewives don't move nearly this fast. So, like, what are we talking about?
This new season started with Juan and Robin. Yes, it did. So they got right into the nitty gritty of it all. But hey, y'all, it's your girl Les stopping by to let you know we have new merch dropping. Check it all out at culture101podcast.com. Chloe irked me from the first scene she was in. Like, she was just irritating from the beginning. So her flipping on him didn't surprise me, but I just felt so bad for him because it's like, boom, you think you got a ride of someone, you know, who's gonna know your character.
She said she
and
was
know
a ride
who
or
you
die.
are.
She did say she was ride or die, and she said that shit too. I'm so glad you brought that up. I was just thinking that.
Because I told her I ain't no
dang.
ride or die. I'm a ride and ask questions. But she said she was ride or die, and as soon as
She
stuff
was like,
got
ride or
hot,
die, right?
you
I
act like
told
you
y'all.
don't know your man, and
You got to be wrong together sometimes. You got to be wrong together sometimes. It's important. That's important.
But it's like, you should know your man's character, and you literally were just with him, so you know he wasn't planning this elaborate scheme to go bomb.
She knew he didn't do it. She knew.
Exactly.
She knew the whole time.
So that really irritated me. It just, when I said the movie pissed me off, it pissed me off just because it's so frustrating to know in your heart of hearts that you didn't do something, but everybody thinks you did. And I can just imagine, like, it's like a drowning feeling. You know, you're trying to like climb up out of this, but like no one is hearing you out, no one's believing you. And just to see like how one person can say something and then it spread like wildfire across the internet, and everybody is just wants to be vigilantes, want to like come and try to kill somebody. It's like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, you can't take justice into your own hands like that. That's crazy.
Especially without having all the facts. It's so crazy that people want to jump to stuff without having more information. Like, I'm hard to condemn somebody in the news when 20 people tell me that they did it. Just because I feel like I don't have enough information. I wasn't there. So I need more information before we about to go ahead and lynch somebody. That shit is crazy.
My thing is, if I was an old girl who like went to school with him, I may have texted my sis like, oh sis, this looked like this boy I went to school with.
Right. It would have been a joke in the memes. Right.
In the group chat. That's as far as it would have gone. But I wouldn't have
say
because
on
you
the
couldn't see his face.
That was crazy.
You couldn't see his face.
And she said his whole name. She tagged him.
Yeah.
She fucking tagged him. Now, let me ask this question. I do have to ask a couple questions about this movie. Now, one, do we think that he handled that situation right? Do we think that he should have responded? Because I really maintain that he should have made a video. Like, I feel like he should have got in touch with the family attorney. I know they have one. And they should have released a video. I think he should have released a video. You dumbass.
All happened so quick though. Like, it was within a short span of time. Like,
that's real. That's super real.
I don't know what I would have done if I would have got on the internet and seen a picture of me and people said that I did a bombing. Like, I would have probably just cried. I don't know.
It's funny because yes, to what Sean said, everything moves so quickly, but it's a quote that Charlemagne says all the time. No one believes the truth when the lie is more entertaining. So he could have made that video, but people would have been like, whatever. We still believe that you did it type of stuff. And, went right on about, blaming him.
Well, that's why I was like, maybe if he could have gotten into an attorney or somebody and somebody else released it for him, you know what I mean? That type of deal.
It's a little difference because think of Carly Russell. Like, she's speaking to her attorney, but we still be like, no, girl, you dumb. You did it. Like, we want you to talk. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I still want Carly. I want her free. I want her free. I'm still on.
You want that exclusive interview to have
I see you, CR. I see you, girl. I see you. I do. I really do. So that was one of my questions. That was one. Now, number two, do we think that he handled the home invasion thing right? Now, I understand you're scared, you're in the moment, things of that nature, you do it. But like, I just feel like there might have been a better way to handle the home invasion. You know what I mean?
What would you have done differently?
Yeah, well, because he ain't got no guns, so.
No, I'm just saying if you were really going to escape, I just felt like the escape plan should have happened sooner. Like, once you saw the dog was dead, I just felt like the time to escape was then. And I know you tried to go out that back door, but like, I just felt like you heard more footsteps, but I guess he didn't think it through. He'd never been in that situation.
He grabbed the knife, so he tried something.
Yeah,
at least he grabbed a weapon. If he didn't grab a weapon, I really, really called him a dumbass. But he grabbed a weapon.
Yeah, he did grab a weapon. He did.
What I would have done as soon as I saw like people on the internet talking about I did it, I would have called my parents like Mama, Daddy.
But he couldn't. No, he couldn't talk to them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He called them traveling. How was he gonna talk to them? Yeah,
I don't know. This whole thing just had me like on the edge because I was like, I felt like I was feeling his like anxiety for him because it's just like you didn't do this, but literally one person said one thing and it just spreads like wildfire. So I think it was a shorter movie because it was only like an hour and like 25 minutes. I feel like they probably could have added a little bit more, but for what it was, I think it was good. I think they did a good job.
What did you want them to add?
I don't know. I just felt like it could have been more than like the two people, because I would have thought it would have been like more people coming after him. But
not that actually found the address and lived close enough to actually get there.
Because
they had to go to the dark web and find his address.
Right, exactly.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because that was what they were supposed to be, symbolizing, that dark web. Like, we're gonna find this nigga.
Yeah, the address wasn't on Twitter. It was on like the dark web.
Right. It's just when movies are like less than an hour and like 40 or 45 minutes, it's always kind of like, I feel like there could have been something that could have been added to it. But like I said, it was good for what it was. I'll probably get, I think like a 3.5. I'm not going to go into the half number. It's only made the memes for, the icons for 0.5 and like full numbers. So I'll give it a 3.5. But no, I do think they did a good job on like the story of it all, the production of it all. The actors did a great job. So yeah, I'll give it a good 3.5.
That's fair. I'm here for it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this one. Like, I'm gonna say a 4.4. So I guess it'll just be a 4.5. I know.
4.5 for me too.
I know, but the reason I'm gonna say 4.5 is because it really did have a lot. I mean, and this is low key by comparison with all the stuff, so I have to try to not do that. But because, like, I mean, all the movies we watch, I just feel like I'll just be like, ugh. But like this one, I was riveted. Like, I liked the relationship with he and his girlfriend. I liked that, like the little ethnic tomato. I like the little ethnic nods that were in there.
Well, that was cute.
You know what I mean?
Like brown and black love. That was cute, but
no, not even just that. Just like how crazy my parents are. Like, now you're trying to hide me. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
All of that stuff that was in there. I like the Frankenstein nods. Cinematography was great. They did great with the lighting, like especially the use of the shadows and everything else. No. It was a fantastic film. I really enjoyed that. Like, honestly, I would watch it again, because normally thrillers like that don't really do it for me. Because like, especially when someone's on the run. Like, there's only a few movies that I really like when like somebody's on the run. Like. But I mean, Enemy of the State's a good one, and then like The Fugitive, that's another good one.
Enemy of the State's a really good one.
Very, very similar titles, but yeah. So we got to ask that question: does it do it for the culture, ladies?
It does it for the brown culture.
I was just about to say for the brown culture.
It does.
It does for the brown culture.
It does. Because I really felt that, because I was like, people, and then like I like how the parents were joking about that random TSA search. I was like, see, racism is all around.
Yeah,
that shit is so crazy. Like, they got money, they got all kind of stuff, they got their own manner, and yet they still have to deal with such crazy racism. Right from their next door neighbor and everything else.
Reserved for the poor.
No, it's not. It's not at all. But not even just that. It's just that there are certain things that you don't feel it when you do have that insulation a lot of times. Sometimes you just don't feel it because you're not necessarily in a place where it can affect you. And this time I think that they had figured they had gotten past that, and they really hadn't. Prime Minister's Indian in England, and yet they still went after this man. So
sure.
Yeah. Good movie,
though. But overall, good pick.
Good pick.
Glad we enjoyed it.
I'm glad. This is way better than your last pick.
Oh, okay. And the one before that.
And the one before that.
Okay, first off, Midnight Hustle was the truth. Y'all are gonna stop right now. Midnight Hustle was the truth. And we can watch Four Wrongs and all kind of other crazy ass movies, Vicious Affairs and all kind of shit.
Vicious Affair was good.
Vicious Affair was good.
Nah, that last 20 minutes. That last 20 minutes was wild. Why was she still alive? Why was she still alive?
Because they needed a part 2,
And that's the problem.
They could have
That's the problem. It should have been done.
I thought this one might be a second one come. I'm like, please, no. We can end it.
No. But no, it was fantastic. No, but I
again.
Accused again, right. Still accused. Horrible. Shout out to our other brown folks out here, that deal with persecution and whatnot, and random screenings and whatnot. Shit is terrible. I hate to.
One more again. Okay.
It is what it is. But that's actually not a bad title. That will be on Tubi for sure. Accused one more again. That will be there, certainly. But guys, this does conclude another For the Culture Tubi movie review. If you're looking for this podcast and others like it, you would find it on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah,
What?
I'll just like it. Fuck them others.
Find ours first.
Other episodes like this. Our show.
It's not like you say
Our show.
like this. And we
That's
like
what I'm
find
like,
ours.
I did not say other podcasts. Our
But
other
you said
episodes.
if you enjoy this podcast and others like it, so it made
If
it
you
sound
want
like
to
other
find
podcasts.
other episodes just like this,
There we
find
go.
us at Apple,
There we go.
Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast. Now, Leslie, if they were looking to reach out to us, how would they do that?
At our personalized email, which is contact@culture101podcast.com, or you can hop on the website culture101podcast.com, scroll all the way down and drop us a listener letter. Just make sure it's anonymous if you want to be.
Say it with your chest, with your whole chest. Now, Sean, if they were looking to support the show and to purchase some merch, how would they do that?
Well, if you're looking for a shirt, a windbreaker, a mug, I was about to say a broomstick. I don't know why the fuck I was about to say that. But
What?
She was watching Harry Potter, y'all. She was watching Harry Potter. That's all that was.
Oh my goodness.
phone cases, stickers, whatever you're looking for, we got it at culture101podcast.com/shop. So check us out.
All right, y'all. Until the next time, we out of here.
Bye.